Hello everyone. We've finally made it to the impressive and modern office of OPPEIN, the well-known developer behind one of the projects where we've successfully sold a lot of units, the Gem project. And now, as you can see, we're currently in their office. This isn't their main office. It's actually an office that's more like a showroom, a place where sales happen, where you can see the finishes and materials that will be in the project, and we'll show you a little bit of this office. So, first of all, here are some samples of how everything looks in a fully finished project. This isn't a model suite, it's simply just a sample of the available finishing options. Let's go a bit further, walk through, and see how people actually work. And in general, I've already mentioned that this is a boutique project with just 50 apartments, and this developer, they build a lot of luxury villas that cost around 3 to 4 million. And what's important is that in this project, they've carried over that same quality of finish that they use in the expensive villas. And you can imagine villas for 3 to 4 million have corresponding finishes. They've brought that to this particular condominium complex. And this is far from their last complex. They already have several completed complexes and also a pretty big pipeline, meaning what will be built in the near future. Here's another finishing option shown here. This is a bedroom, what the shower looks like, what the bathroom appears to be like. So, well, again, this isn't a finished apartment. It's just the options at the present moment. Look at the closets, for example. I mean, these are closets with full finishing. This is how they're delivered in the apartment. And this is actually completely different from what most of our clients in Toronto are typically accustomed to, where you're basically buying a bare shell. Another very important point that sets the Gem project apart from others. Usually in Cap Cana, in the Dominican Republic, you really can't change anything at all in the unit. In the Gem, well, again, as I told you, because this is a builder who previously built a significant number of extremely high-end, super luxury villas costing 3, 4, 5 million and even more. They're quite used to this. That's why in the Gem, in this truly unique project of just 50 apartments, every buyer, as they get closer to the end of construction, is assigned an architect to work directly with them. And you can fully customize your unit. Come on, I'll show you. They actually have a really huge number of different finishes available here. You can change absolutely everything if you want to, meaning you can choose any color scheme. You can add something new to the unit, remove something that you do not need, change the overall kitchen design, or change the bathroom design to better suit your preferences. So everything is customizable in this project, and that's a very important feature that you don't usually find in projects in the Dominican Republic. Of luxury projects, well, everything built in Cap Cana is super luxury, but usually they are identical units with magnificent finishes, but you can't change anything. In the Gem, you can make changes. Here is a sample, for example, of the bar that will be installed in the apartments. Over here, here's another sample of the kitchen furniture. So, well, in different projects, it's a little different. And the Gem is, of course, well, a super luxury project. Everything there will be top-notch. Let's go through here. We won't disturb the people who are working. And over here is a very good image of the Gem itself, showing what the project will look like. This project is already under construction and we have made steady progress. We started selling it about 6 months ago, back when only the site itself had been cleared. Right. The completion for this project is scheduled for the end of the year 2027. And now we'll go and talk with Catherine, who is the sales manager for this project.
Hello everyone. Today we are in OPPEIN office. OPPEIN is a part of Joseda Group companies, which is a big developer in Punta Cana area. And we're talking today to Kathleen, who is sales manager for one of the projects which called Gem. And we're going to ask you a few questions about the project and other projects which is on pipeline for your company.
Perfect.
First, what makes your project stand out among other luxury developing projects in the area?
Look, first of all, Max, there's a big difference because we create experience We had an incredible design. We create all the buildings with the shape of the diamonds. We inspired the design for the gems of Dominican Republic, the Larimar and the Ambar. So we squared all the design on the same building. So that's why we call it the gem. So there are some cut of diamonds. So that makes the project totally different than others because there's an essence properly inside the design.
This is not a big project. This is like boutique one, right?
Yeah, this is a boutique project. This is just only 52 apartments, 5 floors, and we have penthouse. So this is a small community, luxury experience. So not a lot of neighbors. So that create like maybe a quiet place, peaceful part.
In this area, a lot of different projects, but most of them much bigger. So it makes your project unique in the area, right? Because it's a boutique one.
Yes, because also for the vision of the company, we are doing luxury project. So we prefer to do smaller project, but with higher quality.
And what stage are the project currently, and when are you planning to completion of the project?
We just start in April. The excavation, we are almost done. We are planning to start like all the structure after Christmas, and after that we are not going to stop. So we will finish the project, deliver the keys on December 2027.
How do you see the value and rental potential properties over the next 5 years?
Look, this is a really good question because actually the tourism is growing so fast that the hotels, they don't have like the possibility to increase the rooms. There's more demand for the airplane company to offer more flights. So the Dominican Republic at first was not a place for Airbnb, but we had a lot of repetitive customers that now they feel safer to be out of the hotels and they want to extend their stay also in Dominican Republic and maybe sometimes share with other family members. So that makes the Airbnb or the short-term rentals a little bit more attractive than before.
Who is your typical buyers? Investors, families, retirees, or people who remote workers?
This is a combination of all those questions, but mainly they are business owners in their 50s. Sometimes people, they are trying to get retired or to maybe work on remotely. But let's say, like mainly this is from foreigners. We have a lot of Canadian Americans and Italians and Europeans and a little bit of Latin America also. I could call it like the United Nations because we have almost 15 types of different nationalities in the project.
And a lot of rich people in Dominica right now, I mean the local people, do they buying or?
Yes, but mainly this is really tricky and a little bit curious because most of the Dominican, they were dreaming to live outside of the country, but now they are dreaming to come back to DR and to stay here forever. So we have combination of Dominicans with foreigners.
How does your project fit into the development vision of the area, like infrastructure, airports, new resorts, golf courses? What developments are currently taking place in area around the gem?
Look, we were looking for an exclusive area. We would like, at that point, when we consider Cap Cana as the district that you want to invest in, it's because we are already doing some business inside Punta Cana Resort, Punta Cana Village in Cap Cana. So our main vision is the location. We want to be really close by the airport. And also now this is the good timing for Cap Cana because they allow like to have some development for apartment. Was considered in the last years more exclusive for villas and super rich owners. But now the trend changed a little bit. And they are doing some condo, they are a little bit more accessible.
One more question regarding the location. I know that new golf course, Iguana,
Yes.
under construction right now and it's scheduled for completion next year. What do you think? You're right in this golf course, right?
Yes.
Is it gonna move the prices and rental prices in an area up? Because this golf course already on all golf magazines, and people know about this course. It's going to be the best course in Caribbean, right? So many golfers will come to play. So probably it's your customers, right?
Definitely was part of the vision that we had when we created the project. Even if the design itself doesn't look like golf community, we include for golfers a golf simulator. We also have a putting green, and we had also a pro shop for the people that they are not aware at Cap Cana that they could play golf, and when they arrive they want to be maybe buying some stuff. And also we are providing some golf cart. So imagine the experience. You're coming to the airport, from the airport, you're going to take a shower, you take your clubs, you practice on the rooftop like the swing, you're going to pick up like the golf cart and you practice like the rolls. And with the green juice, here we call the green juice the Presidente, you're driving less than 5 minutes drive to the Casa Club. So this is what we are dreaming of. We were thinking about the Canadian Americans that they are planning to come in the winter time, that they want to be part of that type of experience.
Perfect. I'm pretty sure all golfers will like your project. And you already answered the question how close it's to airport, but how close it's to other amenities like shopping, restaurants, bars, how close it's to all this?
The main amenity is the beach. We are walking distance from the beach. That is super important because now in the community, Juanillo. So imagine this is really complicated now in Turkey to find out a community that is walking distance to the beach. Now, like most of the community, they are third line of the beach. In our case, we are like the second line just right next to the hotels. And we are surrounded by the best hotels, Hyatt, Secret, also there's the Sanctuary hotels. So they are boutique hotels.
Many Canadians and Americans are considering moving permanently to the Dominican. How your project designed for long stay living, not for just a vacation?
We create a distribution open area to make like the lifestyle comfortable. Most of the time, you know, the project here, they are created with small meters and a small kitchen, and you feel that you are inside a box. In our case, we create huge terrace, a lot of lights. We could have like some bistro kitchen. So you share like with all your guests at the same time. And most of the American and Canadian, they really like to cook and to like, you know, to have like some drinks, appetizer, that like social experience. So we design super nice kitchen, and also everything is super open wide so that you feel that you are free. You feel that you are part also of the tropical experience, not just in an apartment, that you could feel totally free.
Tell me a little bit about developer. What project previously built?
Look, first of all, Grupo Seda, Max, we are in the business since almost 20 years now. We start with security system, with domatics, and OPPEIN. Now we are in the showroom of OPPEIN because we are selling the kitchen, the bathrooms, the closet, and furnitures for big developers. So we start the operation with that, and also we had really high quality of doors. So after a few years of operation, we start to have a lot of liquidity, and we realized that we have the know-how and also the liquidity to create our own project. So we start to design in Punta Cana Resort, in Punta Cana Village, in Cap Cana also, luxury villa of $1 million and up, because we were really strong in the customization and also in the eye finishes. So after few construction, we had the possibility to be introduced to Cap Cana on a development, and that's why we started with the project of the Gem. But let's say this is not our first project, and this is not the last.
How much will cost for the buyer monthly to maintain an apartment in your project, including condo fee, taxes, utilities, how much approximately? I understand that it depends on a unit size, but approximately, let's say two-bedroom unit, around 1,300 square feet, so it's approximately 110 square meters.
So look, roughly, this is not really complicated. First of all, the government of Dominican Republic, they are pushing a lot the investment for outside of the country. So they makes the destination really attractive. Normally, you need to pay a transfer tax of 3% of the properties, and you pay a tax upon like the value of the property. With a Conforto program, you avoid that 3%, and during 15 years, you are free of tax on the patrimony of your real estate project. And after that, we don't have like city halls or scholar taxes to pay because we are not exactly in a city. Cap Cana, this is a small district. So they have their own electricity, their own fire walker, they have their own services. So you don't have to pay a lot to the city. What we will pay, this is the contribution to Cap Cana for the security because they have a gate. This is a protect community. The maintenance of the road, the illumination, the fumigation for the mosquitoes. There's a lot of vegetation also to take care of that. And also to clean like the beaches like that they are inside. So let's say that part, this is for Cap Cana. Now the participation for the Gem, the pool, the elevators, also the garden, the main cleaning. We have also a concierge to welcome the guests. So all those fees, they will be combined, Cap Cana and the Gem all together.
So the fee for Cap Cana will including on condo fee, right?
Yes, we will make just one condo fee.
It's very convenient, yeah.
The business that will make the administration for us, you will have just to pay one payment. So the one to Cap Cana and the one to the Gem. And look, for the reality now, this is around $2.73 per meters. So this is super affordable because you pay not just the participation to the Gem, also the one to Cap Cana. So this is the only fee that you will pay monthly, no other fees.
Perfect. And on top of this, every owner paying utility, approximately electricity, water, do they need to pay water separate or water and electricity included together?
Look, the electricity, they will be with their own contract. Depending if the people, they are doing rentals, they will have a pool. Normally the rates are excluding the electricity. So if you decide to rent, to somebody, they will pay like the rates per night and they will be responsible of their electricity. So they are doing a reading at the entrance and they're reading when they are leaving. So they will be responsible of that consumption. So that doesn't affect.
But this is if you rent for longer period, right? But if it's just short-term rental, if a person...
If it's, okay.
Yeah, so look, electricity gonna be on an owner.
Yes, and one thing really important to mention is that the orientation of the project is facing the ocean, but we are southeast orientation. So that makes all the project really lightful, but not hot. Because like at the end of the day, after 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock, the sun is turning on the back.
I got it.
So you always have fresh terrace, fresh living room, and fresh kitchen. So, and also, as we are close by the sea, we have the breeze of the sea. So that always bring like a freshness to the apartment and the circulation.
I understand what you mean. So you mean that not 24 hours air condition needed, right?
No.
Because electricity is expensive over there, but okay.
And this is something that was really important for us because we choose the land about the orientation, about the localization, and we design also the space to keep in count, like to get an experience that you feel that you could enjoy totally your living space.
Thank you very much, Catherine. Pleased to talk to you today.
Thank you for the opportunity to share.
You bring very useful information for our for people who are watching our channel. Thank you.
Thank you.